Welcome everyone, namaste. Thank you for being here with me today. We're going to do some nice core work today. So let's go ahead and begin on your back. Please bend your knees, put your feet flat on the floor. Bring your knees together. This is called the constructive rest pose. We're going to start nice and slow. So let the knees come together. Just kind of move around a little bit. Make sure that you don't have too much of an arch in your lumbar spine, in your low back. You don't necessarily need to press your back down. You want a little bit, you want to be able to slide your hand underneath, but just make sure you're not like, really arching or really flattening your back. And then your arms can rest comfortably either next to you or on your belly. Lengthen the back of your neck. So I would suggest that you pick up the head off the ground, bring your chin slightly towards your chest, and then place the head back down. You're going to feel a little bit of a lengthening in the back of the neck, which releases a lot of tension from the neck and the shoulders. And then just close your eyes for a moment. Just drop in, tune in, notice what's happening inside. Take a nice deep breath in, feel your hands expand away from your belly. And then as you exhale, feel your navel just softening towards your spine. And do this a couple more times, really intentional breathing. Inhale into your belly, feel the belly expand. And exhale, empty the belly as the navel softens towards the spine. You can empty out of your open mouth if you like to. And then again, inhale, really breathe, full breath in, feel the belly expand, and continue that breath till you really feel your chest expand. And then exhale, empty the belly and empty the chest. And then just pause here for a moment. Keep the chin towards your chest, back of the neck is long. Now have your feet and knees be parallel to each other, and then pick up your feet off the ground so your shins are now parallel to the floor. With your hands on your belly, you may already notice that you're really engaging the core here. Bring one foot down, tap your toes down, and then the opposite foot. So just kind of alternate side to side, tapping the toes down. See that your hips stay in a 90-degree angle. So you don't want the knees all the way to your chest. You want the 90 degrees in the knees, 90 degrees in the hips, and all you're doing is just alternating side to side. And a couple more times. Notice this little movement just already is engaging your core. And then bring both shins back up, 90-90 again. Take your arms up towards the sky, straight up towards the ceiling. And then you're going to extend the left leg as much as you like to and take the right arm overhead. And then bring everything back to the center, nice and slow. Extend the right leg as the left arm reaches overhead. And then again, switch. Make sure you're going back to this kind of a dead bug position. So left leg, right arm reaches, and then switch. And right leg, left arm reach, and switch. Good. Keep that natural curvature of the spine. So don't press your back necessarily down to the floor, but really engage your core. Pull the navel in and up. As you're extending, you're going to feel the hip flexor and the belly really working together and strengthening the core. And same with the low back, right? So we don't want to keep pressing the back down. We want the muscles in the back to be engaged. And then extend. Let's do two more on each side. Exhale. Inhale in the center. Exhale. And last one. Inhale in the center. Exhale. Extend. Inhale in the center. Exhale. Extend. Bring everything back to the center. Draw the knees to your chest. You can rotate the ankles one way. And then reach the arms up again. And this time you're going to extend the legs in a diagonal, just like so. And then bring it back together. You can bring the hands to your shin. Inhale here. As you exhale, extend the arms up and extend the legs out. And inhale to the center and exhale. If you want to make this a little bit juicier, a little bit more difficult, You can take the arms overhead as you lower the legs down a little bit more. But inhale, in the center, draw the knees to your chest. Exhale, expand and out. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, pick up the head and shoulders off the ground. Reach and expand and inhale back to the center. Exhale, reach and expand and inhale to the center. When your legs are reaching, really engage the quadriceps, the thigh muscles. Bring it in and 2 more. Inhale and exhale, last one, and reach and expand, and then bring everything back to the center. Bring the knees to your chest, please, and come all the way up to a comfortable seat. Excuse me just a moment. Let me see what's going on with my, looks like something is, I hope, can you all see me? Okay, all right. Somehow I lost my video there for a moment, but looks like we're back. So come to a comfortable seat, hands behind you. You can turn the fingers towards your hips or away, completely depends on you and your wrist. And then begin to lift the chest up. Bring one knee to your chest and lower down. Keep the elbows straight if you can. And then see if you want to pick up both feet off the ground. Inhale. And then see if you can pick up the shins up a little bit higher. Now you can bend your elbows, but really extend the chest up. And then from here, you can extend the legs again. So lean your torso back and then gently bring it in. We're not going to do too many of these because we want to really keep it focused. Inhale to the center, exhale, extend. Inhale to the center, exhale, extend. One more time, please. Inhale and exhale, beautiful. And then put the feet flat on the floor. Sit tall and then drop your left shin down, right shin back behind you. Take your hands to your hips and take the left hand next to your body. As you inhale, begin to pick up that right hip off the ground as you rotate the torso over and look over the left shoulder, and then exhale, come back to the center. So you want to really lift that right hip up as you're rotating and looking over, and then come back to the center. A couple more times. Inhale, look over that left shoulder. You can take that twist as far as it feels good on your back. And twist, maybe look over the shoulder once again. Inhale, take it all the way up and over, and then hold here. Reach the right arm all the way up, and then lower the right hand down. Inhale, press both hands down as you lift the chest up. You can stay here, or if you want a little bit deeper, you can come down on the elbows, drop the head down, feel that nice stretch in the low back. Take a nice deep inhale, full breath in. Exhale, press yourself back up. And we're going to switch sides. So right shin forward, left shin back behind you. Hands to your hips first, and then right hand lands next to your body. Inhale, rotate the torso over to the right as you take your gaze over, and then come back to the center. So a really nice movement. It really is a great movement for your spine, for all these core muscles in your low back. And then you're also getting a good stretch for the abdominal muscles as well. Inhale, take it over, stretch it out, and exhale to the center. And again, inhale 2 more times, and exhaling to the center. Last one, inhale, take it all the way over. Pause here for a moment. Reach the left arm up and over, and then lower the left hand down. Inhale, press the hands down as you lift the chest up. You can stay here, or maybe you want to come down on your elbows and drop the head down to get a nice twist in the spine. So our back muscles are a very critical component of our core muscles, right? So most of us think of a core as in abdominal muscles, but really the back muscles are also very important. Take it back in, all the way back in, and then you extend the legs forward. I'll move back so you can see me. If you've got a block, go ahead and put the block in between your legs so my legs are not that far apart from each other, just wider than the hips. You can take your hands behind you on the floor or on another block. It's entirely up to you. If you don't have a block, you just put like a little sweater or a pillow or something right in front. All you're going to do is lift the chest up, so make sure you're not rounding the back. Draw the shoulder blades down the back together, and then pick up that right leg off the ground, bring it all the way in, tap to the top of the left foot, and then all the way back in. That's one repetition. So we're going to do 10 of those. Start with the right, inhale. Try not to round the back, so keep lifting the chest up. Take that right leg all the way down and over. That's 1, and continue on. 2. Good, keep breathing. 3. If you get a Charlie horse on that right leg, just turn the leg out a little bit more. That relieves some of the, it brings on more muscles to work so that you're not focusing on one set of muscles. 5 more, and 4 more. I know you're feeling this because I certainly am. And 3, and 2, another set of muscles that are really important for core are inner thighs. We don't really think about those. Last one, and then bring it in. Shake that leg out. You can massage the leg if you want to, or shake it. And we're just going to switch to the left leg. So point the toes, sit tall, pick up the left foot, take it all the way across, tap, and then back over. And 10 of these. Let's do this together. And 9. Sit tall. 8. And 7. 6. 5. It seems like a simple exercise, but really so effective. 4 more. Woo, my leg is shaking. 3 more. And 2. Last one, and then bring everything back in. Beautiful, beautiful work. Go ahead and put your block to the side. Draw both knees to your chest. If you want to massage that leg, feel free. And then come on all the way up and have your feet be wider apart from each other. Turn the right toes in, left toes, right toes out, left toes in. I probably have about 2 feet in between my legs. My right heel is aligned with my left arch. Bend the right knee, doesn't have to be that deep. Take a nice deep breath in, reach the right arm all the way over your head. And then as you are ready, begin to reach into your Trikonasana triangle. We're not going to go all the way. We're just going to bend the right knee, reach all the way back, and then triangle pose. One more time. Each time you bend the right knee, make sure that the right knee aligns with the right middle toe. And then reach, and last one, and then we're going to hold it. Take it all the way back. And then now this time we're going to take the right hand on top of the right shin. Take your left hand to your lower rib cage and twist your rib cage up towards the sky. Full triangle pose, Trikonasana. Reach the left arm up. Pause here for a moment. Really strong legs, especially the inner thighs. You're pulling through the inner arch of that right leg. And then lifting all the way up into victory pose. Turn the right toes in, left toes out. Hands come back in, bend the left knee, reach all the way up and over, and then triangle on this side. Half triangle, not full triangle. Reach all the way back and stretch out the left side. And then as you straighten the left knee, reach across. And again, reach all the way back, stretch it out and reach across. And the fourth one, we're going to hold. So again, make sure that left knee tracks over the left middle toe. And then as you come into your triangle pose, then let the left hand come down on your left shin. Reach the right arm to, before you reach it up, take the right hand to your lower rib cage. Twist kind of like you want to pry open your chest up towards the sky, and then reach the right arm up. Trikonasana triangle. Again, your focus here is really strengthening the inner thighs. So Let the inner arch of that left leg lift up, and you're pulling in through both legs, feeling that nice stretch on one leg and then strengthening on the other leg. Pause here, inhale, and then as you press through the bottom of that left foot, reach both arms up again. Turn the left toes in, right toes out. We're going to continue on and add on. Come into your warrior two, reaching the arms out. Reverse your warrior. Straighten the right knee, Trikonasana. So we've gone through this before. And then this time as you come on all the way back up, bend both knees. So you might want to turn that left toes out, come into a yogic squat or goddess pose. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart center, straighten both knees, and then exhale, press it out to the side. Let's do that again 2 more times. Inhale, reach out, straighten both knees, hands come to the heart center, bend the knees, and then press that out. Inhale, reach up, straighten both knees, reach up, really expand. Exhale, hands come to the heart center, and then press it out. Keep the arms out, straighten both legs. Turn the right toes in, left toes out. Warrior two here. Reverse your warrior, reach back behind you, inhale, and then triangle pose on this side. Take the left hand to the left shin, reach the right arm up. Again, think about prying open your chest towards the ceiling. Press through the bottom of both feet to come all the way back to the center. Turn the right toes out, come back into your goddess pose, and then inhale, begin to reach the arms up, straighten both knees. Exhale, hands come to the heart center and press it out 2 more times. Inhale, straighten out. Exhale and press. Make it a little bit more fluid. Inhale and exhale. Stay here with the arms out. Straighten both knees. Turn the left toes in, right toes out. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Trikonasana, triangle. Inhale, pause. And then reach all the way up. Turn the left toes out, goddess pose. Reach both arms up, straighten both knees. Hands come to the heart center as you press it out. 2 more times, inhale. So really flow with this. Exhale, while you're strengthening the inner thighs. And exhale, pause. Straighten both knees, turn the right toes in, left toes out. Bend the left knee, warrior two. Reverse your warrior, Trikonasana, and then coming all the way back up to the center to the goddess pose. Now hold your goddess pose for a moment. Bring your hands back to your heart center, and then lift the right heel up and lower down, and left heel up and lower down. Good. Now bring your hands to your hips, please. Straighten both knees. I'm going to ask you to turn the toes straight ahead. Bring your legs a little bit closer to each other, and then sit in a deep, deep squat. So you want to really lean your hips back, and as you begin to come on up, lift the heels up and lower the heels down. Sit into a deep squat, lean your hips back, and as you come on up, you really have to squeeze the cheeks and lift the heels up. Okay, so continue on. Inhale, exhale, get into your wide-legged chair, and then lift the heels up as you come on up. And 2 more times. Inhale, and press up, lift the heels up. And last one, inhale, and exhale, good. So lower the heels down, let's put that all together. Turn the right toes out, left toes in. Warrior two first. Inhale, bend the right knee. Reverse your warrior, reach back, straighten the right knee, Trikonasana, reach up and over. Coming all the way up, turn the left toes out, goddess pose. Inhale, straighten both knees, hands come to the heart center, and press it out 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, press it out. Last one. Inhaling, reach. Exhale, press it out. Keep the arms here, straighten the knees, Right toes in, left toes out. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Begin to straighten the left knee. Trikonasana, triangle. Come all the way back to the center. This time turn the toes in slightly. Sit into your squat. And then lift the heels up. Two more times. Sit into your squat. And lift all the way up. Last one. Wide squat. And lift it all the way up. Lower the heels down. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn the toes in now completely. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward into your wide-legged forward fold. Take your right hand towards the right, and then take the left hand on top of the right hand. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold towards your right shin. Swing your torso all the way over to the left. Left hand goes to the left foot. Right hand on top of the left foot, left hand. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold. Walk your hands back to the center. Both hands either on the floor or on blocks. Lengthen the spine as you straighten the elbows. Exhale and fold forward. Drop the head down. Shake the head side to side. Walk your hands again to the right, but turn the right toes out. Bend the right knee. You can bring the hands on top, your arms on top of the right thigh if you want to, or you can keep the hands low and lower the hips down. So we're doing a little bit of a side lunge, Skandasana here. Walk your hands all the way over to the left. Turn the right toes in, left toes out. Either stay down here and stretch it out, bend that left knee, or your elbow can rest on top of the left thigh. Inhale, Skandasana. Coming all the way back to the center. Turn the toes in, hands come to the hips, and come all the way up to standing. So we're back on the top. Putting everything together again. Turn the right toes out. Inhale, warrior two. Reverse your warrior. You know where we're going. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Reach up. Inhale, reaching both arms up. Turn the left toes out, excuse me. And then goddess pose. Inhale, straighten the knees, reach up. Exhale, hands come to the heart center, press out. Two more times. Inhale, straighten the knees. Really strong legs, everyone. As you straighten the knees, bring the legs together. Squeeze the inner thighs together here, and then bring the hands to the heart center, press it out. Keep the arms here, straighten the knees, turn the right toes in, left toes out. We're going to do warrior two on this side. Reverse your warrior, reach back, and exhale, Trikonasana on this side. Take the left hand to your left shin, right arm up and over. Take both arms all the way up again. Turn the left toes in this time. And then sit into your wide-legged squat. You're gonna lift up and lift the heels off the ground. Two more times. Lower down, wide-legged squat, and then lift up as your heels come up. Once again, inhale, and lift all the way up. Lift up on your toes, and then lower the heels down. Hands come to the heart center, turn the toes in. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, walk your hands over to the right. Your left hand rests on top of the right hand. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold towards your right shin. Drop the head down. Swing your torso all the way over to the left. Right hand on top of the left. Lift the chest. Exhale, fold towards your left shin. Come back to the center. This time we're turning the right toes out. Bend the right knee, and either hands on the floor or your elbow can rest on top of the right thigh into Skandasana. And then take it all the way over to the left. Turn the right toes in, left toes out, and Skandasana on this side. So bend that left knee and you feel that stretch in the inner thigh. Come back to the center, please. Turn all toes in, both feet turned in. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, fold, drop the head down, shake your head side to side. And then bend both knees, turn the toes out once again, and bring your elbows on top of your thighs. And I want you to really press your knees out behind you. So really intentionally, maybe even use your elbows a little bit to press the knees out. And you feel that nice stretch in the inner thigh, and maybe you feel a little bit of a stretch in your low back as well. Hands on top of your thighs and slowly begin to come all the way up. Heel toe your feet towards each other, or you can jump if you like to, and then come up to the top of your mat. Inhale, begin to reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands down, step your left foot back, right foot back, come to plank pose. So here's the nitty gritty. So we've made it here. We're gonna stay in plank for a count of 10, 9. So really broaden your upper back, pull the belly in, squeeze the inner thighs together. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees down, please. Just rest a little bit. And then we're gonna go to forearm plank. So come down on your elbows, and you want your forearms to be parallel to each other. You want your elbows to be directly underneath the shoulders. So make sure you're not way out this way. So bring the elbows in, place your hands down, and I'm spreading my fingers wide apart like duck feet. You wanna press the hands down, and then begin to extend one leg out and extend the other leg out. So as you come into your forearm plank, squeeze the inner thighs together. Your gaze should be in between the hands. You don't need to look at your feet. Squeeze the inner thighs together, and we're holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. If you're shaking, that's okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower the hips down into Sphinx pose. Lift the chest up, untuck the toes, shake the head a little bit side to side. Now for the next set, we're gonna do a Vashisthasana on forearm. So forearm side plank pose. So roll all the way over to the right side, and you're gonna also turn your arm, so your forearm is going to be parallel to the top of your mat. Place the right hand down. You can try either going straight into Vashisthasana, so lift the hips up. If that's a little too challenging for you initially, put that left foot behind the right thigh. Left hand can rest on top of the thigh, and then lift the hips up. So go with whatever works for you, because we're going to hold it for 10 counts. And you want the hip to be lifted, not sagging this way, right? So lift the hip up and hold it. If you want to, you can extend the left arm up and hold for 10, 9, 8. Again, you're squeezing the inner thighs towards each other. Feet are flexed if you're having it on top of each other. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips down and just switch to the other side. So just be kind to yourself, right? Always, that is the number one thing. Either you want to put that right foot behind you and just lift the hips up. If you want to challenge yourself, you can extend the right leg, lift the hips up. Make sure that shoulder is feeling fine. So try not to like dump into that shoulder. So lift out of the shoulder, press the left forearm down, fingers are spread wide apart, and then we hold here for 10, 9, continue to press the hip up towards the ceiling. 7, 6, 5, 4, squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips all the way down. And then go ahead and come back to the side A, and we're gonna come on Sphinx pose again. So bring the elbows in, squeeze the arms towards each other. Imagine you want to like kind of crunch your mat in between your arms. Of course, your mat's not moving. You just want to kind of have that sensation of pulling everything in towards each other. And then tuck the toes under and keep the knees down. Take a nice deep breath here. As you exhale, begin to lift the hips up. So keep the knees down for now. And you're just going to lift the hips up by rounding your tailbone under. So you're tucking the tailbone under, and then slowly the hips come off the ground. Your low back, you begin to round. Your upper back, you begin to round. Your gaze is down between your elbows, and then you hold here. So really pull the belly in. You hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, round the back as much as you can, 2, and 1. Lower the hips down, come back into your Sphinx pose. Stretch it out. Inhale. We're almost done, everybody, so hang in there with me. Tuck your toes under, squeeze the inner thighs together. This time, as you strengthen the legs, pick up the knees off the ground. So really squeeze the inner thighs, knees come off the ground. Pull the belly in, and then as you pull the belly in, you're going to lift the hips off the ground, come into your forearm plank, press the forearm down, hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips down, back into Sphinx pose. Shake everything out, relax everything. And then we have one more set of, guess what, the side plank. So this time, same thing, lift out of that bottom shoulder, press the forearm down. You want to spread your fingers wide apart from each other, like you're creating more of a foundation. Your left hand can be on your hip or left arm raised, either left leg behind you or stacked. Flex the feet. And we're going to do this, 10 of them. Lift, begin to lift up. Hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Lift that hip up a little bit higher. 2, a little bit higher. This is your last set. So hold it, hold it, hold it. 1, and lower the hips down. Beautiful. And then we've got one last side. So come on your left side, please. Go wherever it's appropriate for you. Either the right foot bent, right foot behind the left foot, or feet are stacked. Press the hand down. Just kind of mentally tell yourself, I'm going to hold for 10 counts. Take a nice deep breath here. Lift the hips up. And we hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Squeeze those inner thighs together. 3, 2. Lift up a little bit higher. Can you lift up just a millimeter higher? 2, and 1. And lower the hips all the way down and come on your back, please. So bring the knees to your chest. Hug the knees in. Rock a little bit side to side on your back. Open and close your jaws. Make sure you let go of any tension you may have picked up. For the next series, after doing the planks, I feel like these are going to be so easy. So take the block, if you've got it, put it between your legs. Flex the feet. Knees are 90, hips are 90. Take a nice deep breath here. Bring your hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Lift the head and shoulders off the ground. And we're just going to hold it here for 3, 2, and 1. Lower the head and shoulder down 2 more times, just like that. No big deal. Inhale, squeeze that inner thigh, the block in between the inner thighs, and lift up, and you hold for 3, 2, and 1. Lower the head and shoulders down. Last one. Squeeze the block in between the inner thighs the whole time. Inhale and exhale and lift and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Lower the head and shoulders down. Put the feet down. We're going to take the block, if you're using it, between your hands, or you can just bring your hands to prayer. If you've got the block, squeeze the block in between your hands, lift the head, feet off the ground. Take a nice deep breath here. And then as you exhale, begin to lift the block or your hands to your knees. If this is too easy for you, you can extend the legs and take the block up towards your feet. Okay, so your choice, either to the knees or with the legs straight. All you're doing is lifting up, straight up. And we're going to do 10 of these. So a nice deep breath here. If your legs are straight, flex the feet, energize the legs, and we go. And 10, 9. The block doesn't need to touch your toes. You're just lifting straight up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold it here and then lower the head and shoulder down. Separate the legs wide apart from each other. Take the block overhead, inhale, and then reach in between the legs. And as you come all the way back, you can cross one leg in front of the other. And then separate the legs, reach in between the legs, and then cross the other leg in front. And lift up and reach and cross. Lift up and reach and cross, and lift up and reach and cross. This is the last 3. And lift. Exhale as you lift, and exhale, lift, and bring everything back in. Put the block to the side and draw the knees to your chest. You can hug the knees in. Take the knees over to the left as you stretch out the right side of your low back. Reach the right arm up and over. You can take your gaze over to the right. Exhale it out. And then bring the knees back to the center. Drop the knees over to the right as you reach the left arm up and over. Your gaze can go to the opposite side and exhale it out. And then bring the knees back to the center again. Either rock and roll all the way up to a comfortable seat, or you can roll over to one side and sit up. And bring your knees, stack your knees on top. Your right hand goes next to your body or on top of a block, and then stretch out the left side. Mermaid pose. So reach the left arm all the way up. Really nice stretch after all that core work. And switch side. The block goes to the left hand, left side of your body. Stack the knees. Reach the right arm up and stretch it out. Breathe into the right side. And then bring that right hand back down. Come onto all fours, tabletop. Let's do some cat-cows to mobilize the spine. Inhale, lift the chest and the tailbone up. Exhale, pull the belly and round the back. And then you can pause here for a moment. So we really worked all those little muscles in the back, all those core muscles. Make sure you give them some TLC. Lift the chest up, send the tailbone up. Exhale, pull the belly and round the back. And feel that nice stretch. And again, inhale into your cow pose. Exhale into the cat pose. And then let's take it all the way to child's pose. So come all the way down. Walk your fingertips to the top of your mat. Drop the forehead down. Breathe into your upper back, mid back, low back. Walk your hands over to the left as you lean your hips over to the right. And then switch side. Take your hands all the way through the center to the right. Lean your hips over to the left. And as you come back to the center, you can either have a seat to finish up with a final a couple minutes meditation, or if you want to, you can lie down on your back for Shavasana. So your yogi's choice. If you want to sit with me in a little bit of a meditation, sit tall. You can sit on your block if you want to, or you can just lie down on your back, extend the legs out. Whatever you do, close your eyes for a moment. Let the back of your neck become long. Feel yourself grounded in any way possible. So either your hips are grounded as you're sitting, or your entire backside of your body is just melting into your mat. Feel yourself getting heavy, resting comfortably in this final pose. And just allow your breath to be exactly the way it is right now. If it's shallow, let it be shallow. If it's deep, let it be deep. And if you have more time to stay here in your final resting pose, please do so. Otherwise, gently begin to deepen your breath. Draw one knee to your chest, or then the other knee to your chest. And notice which nostril you're breathing out of a little bit easier. Roll over to that side for just a moment and pause. And with the strength in your top arm, press yourself to a comfortable seat. As you bring your hands to your heart center, bow down to yourself, and I bow down to all of you. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your core practice today. Namaste.